What's up, guys? It's Dave Marshall with the RC Marshall YouTube channel, and today we're going to be talking about how to bind an ACCST receiver. And right now we have an X8R from FrSky here as our test subject to the FrSky X20 or X20S, X18 or X18S tandem line of transmitters which support the ACCST protocol. Now keep in mind, if you are using the ACCST protocol, you do need to be at firmware revision 2.0 or greater on your receiver. So this receiver has already been updated, and we're going to have a link to a video on how to do that upgrade if you are not sure whether your receiver is already sitting there. So in order to do this, we're obviously going to need a receiver, we're going to need the transmitter, you're going to need something. Now with this one, it does have a bind button, so I need something to push that bind button because it's not like, you can't just stick your finger down in there, it's a little tiny hole. So something to press that bind button with, as well as a power source. And I've got a nickel metal hydride receiver pack here that we're going to be using. All right, so we have a new model built in our Ethos transmitter in the X20. And the first thing that we're going to do is we're going to go into our model mode. So we'll click that model button, which will take us to the model screen. And what we want to do is we want to click on RF system, which is here in the bottom right corner. Now you can either press that or you can use the scroll wheel to go over, and we'll do it that way. And right now our internal module is, I believe, turned off. Yep, so we need to turn that module on. The type right now is set to access, so we'll change that to ACCST D16, so it does only support D16 mode. We're going to have our 2.4 gigahertz transmitter module turned on. The model ID, will set that to 4. And that'll be dependent on your own particular situation, right? So for me, the next model is 4. Everything else should be good to go. So what we want to do is we want to go ahead and turn on our receiver in bind mode. In order to do that, we'll press the FS button, right? So we'll go ahead and get that button pressed, and you won't be able to see what I'm doing here right away because my hand's in the way, but I'll move it out of the way here shortly. We'll go ahead and plug that power pack in. And what you can see is we've got both a green and a red light shining here. You may not be able to see that, but we've got both lights on. So that tells us that the receiver is in bind mode. So at this point, we can go ahead and click bind on the transmitter here on the set line. We'll click bind. And this screen has channels 1 through 8, telemetry on or telemetry off, and channels 9 through 16, telemetry on or telemetry off. What that's asking you is how you want to define the PWM pins that are on here. We can bind multiple receivers to the model, and for this particular receiver we're just going to leave those pins at 1 through 8. So we're going to choose the first selection, which is channel 1 through 8 with telemetry on. We'll go ahead and press the button. It says binding. We can go ahead and click OK, and we can see that we have a flashing light now on our receiver. So at this point we can go ahead and unplug the power source from the receiver. So we're already bound up. When we plug that power source back in, you'll see that the light stays solid green. And now here in the upper right hand portion of the transmitter screen, you'll see that you'll have your signal indicator bars for the 2.4 gigahertz band, which gives us a solid indication that we are speaking to the X8R transmitter, no problem. And that is all there is to binding an ACCST receiver to your FrSky transmitter running Ethos. That's all there is to this video. If you guys have any questions, be sure to leave those down in the comments. If you like the video, be sure to like, share, subscribe, and click the notification bell so you're always made aware when we have new videos on the channel. And we're definitely going to have more videos on the FrSky ETHOS system as well as the X20S. If you're interested in supporting the channel, head over to rcairmarshal.com, and any of the links that you click on the website are affiliate links. They will pay a small commission to the channel at no additional cost to you, and we really appreciate your support. That's all we got for today, guys. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.